I'd like to introduce Fred Bowden from Brew Toon Brewery, who established their brewery a few years ago from scratch. So Fred, if you'd like to take over from here.
Yeah, thank you very much for asking me on and speak a little bit about Brew Toon. John actually asked me to come on and speak about our journey with Brew Toon, but Brew Toon wasn't the first venture we had in Peterhead. We'd actually done a bit of property development prior to this. So we had a bit of experience about dealing with the council, and to be perfectly honest with you, dealing with the Shire Council compared with Aberdeen City Council, it's like chalk and cheese. And it was partly one of the reasons that attracted us to Peterhead. When you in the Shire, you get a chance to speak to people and they seem interested in what you're doing. And if they see that you're trying to actually do something to help the town, they'll actually go out of their way and help you and advise you and work with you. So as I say, we'd had some good experiences there. Then when the opportunity did actually come up to start the brewery, we looked at a number of different options, because Peterhead was a choice we came to after looking at some of the history. On the site that we're actually in just now used to be a brewery, Hunter's Brewery. But there was that, working with the council, the fact that property in Peterhead is quite reasonable compared with, say, City and some of the other places as well. The council worked with you on the rates and everything. So there was lots of things that swayed us towards Peterhead and why we wanted to set down our roots in Peterhead and everything. That decision, when we did decide to do it, we actually had some help. And right before we actually started doing that, I remember going out on some visits with Suzanne to potential customers to see, what kind of response and everything they would have now. So I said, I can't say highly enough about the amount of help and everything we had from the council. The other things, that it's not just the council, we had financial support from the council and some of the things, and by way of the SAB granting, we've had a lot of help and support from Business Gateway. So there's lots of things, that it's good for starting up the businesses and everything here. The other good thing about it is Peterhead's a relatively small town, so you get a chance to speak to people, you get to know the other businesses, and obviously, the bid that we're involved with and John's organising here as well has been really helpful for businesses, especially in this last year, in the fact that when it's been really difficult times, having the bid there has been able to get us funding and help and support some of the businesses. So you've got support from a number of different avenues and everything. You've got the council, you've got the bid, you've got other businesses that will try and help and go out their way to do that and work with you. So it's been a really good experience for us being involved with Peterhead. The brewery itself has gone from strength to strength. We were very fortunate last week when we got 2 gold medals and 2 bronze medals in the Scottish Beer Awards, and it's actually helped us continue to grow to the point that we are now looking to develop a second property in Peterhead to further anchor our roots in here. So I should have said as well, we've had, from the actual town as well, we've had great support. There's a good customer base here in Peterhead. So anybody else looking to do that needs to consider it as well. But we've had great support from Peterhead people.
Oh, that's good to hear, and good to hear you're looking at expanding as well. It's great to hear really specifically the assistance you got from a business just coming from, out with the area into Peterhead, how that was facilitated, and, not just at the feasibility stage, but actually getting it done, getting your building developed, and then rolling out your product and your brand, which everybody kind of knows now with your 2 gold medals last week.